I think that means you could walk out of combat, right? Isn't like opportunity strikes a reaction?
With the spell?
No, like his spell makes it so they can't like take reactions, right?
No. No, they still get their reactions. Yeah, Arms of Adar.
It says on a failed save, a target takes 2d6 necrotic damage and can't take reactions until its next turn.
Oh, so if they don't, okay. If they don't save it, then they.
Yeah. So do you want me to?
So I roll for the save. So they they see if they like dodge out of the way or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
All right. So two of them. So the two guys next to you, they just eat it. From your like rib cage, you kind of let out like a, Ugh! And from your rib, your bones like shoot out and they skewer the two in front of you. You're like a third like rib pops out of you and goes after like the mage one, but it like slashes into the air and misses him. And he like avoids it and is like, what the fuck? But the two guys in front of you, they take full damage as your like ribs stab into their necks and like their chests.
Okay, I did like. So when that happens, I feel like I go into like I'm about to go into Super Saiyan mode, and I just let it all out, and then there we go.
Yeah,
that happened.
The like smell of iron is like rich in the air, and there's like a fine red mist like as your bones like pierce into these guys.
Okay. Awesome. So
roll me some damage.
Okay, 2d6. Okay, here it comes. So I did 7 damage. So to remind you also, in the form of dread, once it says that once during each of your turns when a creature is hit with one of your attacks, it makes them also do a DC 13 saving throw. If they fail, they're frightened of me until the end of the turn.
Yep, we have to do that right now. Give me 1 second. Okay, so you are stabbing these guys with your bones. The guy with the spear. The guy with the spear, seeing your like own rib kind of pop out, expand, and then start like stabbing him, he just drops his spear and he's like catatonic. Basically, he is like frozen with fear as like your rib just goes in on him, and it's like working its way from left to right, and he becomes this like bloody pulp in front of you. And you feel like fantastic. You feel so good.
I really do.
The other guy.
I was scared when my ribs started coming out, but then I was like, "Oh, this is good."
The other guy, like, sees the sword and shield guy, sees what happens to his companion, and after getting like stabbed, kind of like right about here with the rib, like backs up and looks on in like terror as the spear guy, like your rib is still going at him. He's like just flesh now. Like
I kind of feel bad for him.
Oh,
like,
no, you don't.
I'm like,
you don't feel bad at all. You feel good. And in the back of your mind, you can hear drums, and you hear like Rost chanting like maim, burn, kill, maim, burn, kill.
Oh shit, I'm like raging right now. Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you feel great.
I can vibe with that.
You feel great. Or at least Rost feels great.
Some death metal or something.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm definitely having.
It's like bum 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 bum.
Ancient war drum owl fucking type shit going on. A lot of hooing in the background. So do I have anything else I can do?
That's your turn.
Okay, good. Yeah, I was going off. Okay, went full disco ball on them. So.
Yeah, you made that guy into jelly. So next is White Claw.
Any of these guys already dead or?
So they're
looking bloody.
Okay, so the shield guy who attacked Obli is bloodied. He was stabbed. Groose is not looking good. His wing was like destroyed, and he just got raked by like the lone birdman's talons. And there are 2 others I forgot about that are kind of like they're flanking around the house, and they're about to like come down on the lone birdman. So there are 2 more guys actually.
Could I ask a question?
Yeah.
Andrew, how's your character perceiving watching me do all the stuff I just did? Like, I want to know why I'm your ally in your mind.
I don't want to draw your attention towards me at all. I'm like, I'm saving that bird for last.
That's the right answer. That's the right answer.
That is the right answer.
I'm going to shoot the guy who had like his wing disintegrate.
Gotcha.
Disintegrate.
Okay, so
Oh my God.
So last turn you scurried up the tree. You were dead silent, and you like knocked your bow for like an accurate shot. You took aim. So go ahead and roll this attack with advantage. Where do you want to shoot him? Is there like a spot in particular? Like, describe to me your attack.
I think just like body shot.
You wanna just like right through the chest?
Yeah, I just want to shoot him in the chest, I think.
Okay.
Just because like everything seems like kind of frayed, and like it's like every part of him is just like shriveling up in my mind.
He's getting fucked up big time.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna hit the spot that like isn't like deteriorating. So roll I get to roll attack on this?
Yep, and you can roll it twice because you have advantage.
I think that hits, but just for the sake of maybe getting a crit. No, okay. Highest is 25.
Okay. All right, so you take aim with your bow, and just like at the right moment, you hold your breath, release it, let the arrow go. It flies through the air and impales Groose through his shoulder into the ground. From the ground, Gleen, you can see the grass kind of like moves again around the arrow shaft as like Groose gets pushed into the ground, and the grass kind of like rises up around him and starts pulling him down into the dirt.
I'll roll damage, I guess, right?
Yeah, roll damage. Ooh,
10.
wow, what a shot. Okay. Yeah, so Groose hits the ground, and he makes no sound when he hits the ground.
Oh, God.
There's like not a whisper, not a scream, not like a it's just quiet. And he hits the ground, and the grass and dirt around him start pulling him down into the ground. He is like a mangled, like you would not know that's Groose anymore.
Since he's like right next to me really quickly, can I try to like just jump into the air so I'm not standing on that fucking grass?
Yeah, sure, you can jump into the air.
Like out of like fear, just kind of like leap up to kind of hover for a minute.
Yeah, you want to take flight?
Yeah, I want to take flight.
Okay. Yeah, so like seeing Groose like hit the ground like that, and the second time that the grass has done some weird shit, you're like, oh fuck. And you kind of like hop up, and you're taking flight now. And then it is the birds.
Can I like, do they notice me, or can I like kind of slither, kind of just like go back into sneak and just like
roll?
Like, was my shot like kind of silent enough where it was just like, because it's like I'm at, in my head, like max distance up in a tree.
Yeah. Roll me a stealth check.
Okay, to see if I'm like still there.
Yeah, to see if they notice you.
15.
No, they don't. So they are like too engaged with the combat to notice that their leader has just been like struck by an arrow in the back. Okay. So you are still stealth.
And then do my allies act on my turn too?
No, they have their own turn order. So the okay, so next is the birds. So the sword and shield guy is a bloody pulp. Your rib is still stabbing him. It's bad. The sword and shield guy has kind of backed up. He's looking at you, and you're like this blue-skinned, tusked monstrosity thing, and he's gonna charge you and try to stab you. But like the sight of you and what you did to his friend has shaken him, that when he like steps forward to try to rush you, he just falls, and he's on the ground like prone. The mage is like he's got this like big kind of like glowing orb above his head, and he's swirling it around like this, and then like throws it at you. Roll me a Constitution saving throw, Obli.
17.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this is a bigger fireball, and this hits you, and you just feel cool, like you're back home in Amtos Felak, and you just see in the back of your mind, you're thinking of like rolling white hills covered in snow. There are like the like barren brown trees with like icicles hanging from them, and
in my mind, I'm perceiving this like I see the fireball coming at me, but I'm high. I'm still high as a kite. So it's coming at me, and then for some reason, it's the sun on the horizon of these hills.
Yeah,
and I'm just like in a whole different world.
It's the sun coming over. It's the sun coming over the glacier in the distance, and you look down, and you're tracking some kind of like hoofed animal. And then you snap back, and you see the mage like looking at you in like disbelief, like, and let's see if he's afraid of you. The other guy. So the sword and shield guy is like scurrying back to try to get his footing. The mage, after seeing that you've just like taken his best spell and nothing has happened, he is like taken to the sky, and he's trying to fly away.
Okay, go on. Sorry.
The two other birdmen who were flanking around, they jump over the exterior of the half stone fence. One of them gets caught by what is his name? The coward cat.
Lightfoot.
Lightfoot reaches up and grabs him by the foot and pulls him down.
Yes, bad day.
Yeah. doesn't really do a lot of damage, but
it's a dagger.
Well, he just grabbed him. The bird kind of hits the ground with like a thud, and then White Claw goes to stab him, or not White Claw, Lightfoot. Oh, and he gets him right in the foot, the leg.
That's what you meant by the names earlier.
Yeah. I made everyone's name too similar. Yeah, and he stabs the bird guy right in the thigh, and the bird guy kind of turns around with like and sees this little cat guy, and it's like he's confused.
That was a good bird guy scream. I like that. Okay.
The other bird guy makes it into combat with Gleen. This guy has a spear too. He's gonna try to skewer you, Gleen. He goes to skewer you, and in the middle of his charge, he looks down and see Groose, who's now half submerged into the grass, and is just so like taken aback by that he doesn't even notice. He completely misses you with his spear, and he's like then looks up and is like, oh fuck. And lastly, Gleen, roll me a perception check.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. 6.
Okay. So you don't notice, but from behind you, you feel this like cold, like it feels like cold water, kind of, for a second. You take 3 damage. You turn around to see that there's a cat, like warrior, behind you who's just stabbed you in the back. And she's now scurried, like, off around
What the fuck?
the side.
Well, she's attacking him?
Yeah.
He wasn't wearing, like, the signet, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? She wouldn't care.
Oh, because cat people hate bird people.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's partly true. Yeah.
You were just attacked by a bunch of bird people. It's open season as far as these guys are concerned.
True.
So she's just stabbed you in the back, and she's run off. And then it is Gleen.
Oh, it is my turn. Okay.
Yep.
Um.
She didn't do a lot of damage, so I guess there's that.
Well, she did a third of my health, so.
Okay, that's true. Okay, that's true.
Well, Zach, you better keep in mind, a lot of us have like 10 hit points.
Yeah, I have 9 hit points.
I know exactly how many hit points you have, Andrew.
Mm. All right,
That's
so
a weird thing to just point out.
So what? Yeah.
So you're in combat with one of the bird guys who's charged you. He was like so flustered with what is going on with Groose right now that he missed you. The cat lady stabbed you in the back. She took off.
Yep. I mean, all I can do is turn my attention back to the guy who's right in front of me.
Well, to your left, there's another cat and another bird guy, and they're like locked in combat now. So there's the guy in front of you, the two to your left, and somewhere there's another cat.
All right. I'm not in the air anymore, right? I'm just hovering. I'd imagine if I got stabbed in the back, I'd drop.
You're hovering, so you're probably like 3-4 feet off the ground. The cat jumped.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a cat.
Yeah. Cool. I guess I'm just gonna rush the other bird guy that's engaging me right now.
Okay.
And just try to like slash him with talons.
Okay.
You should do a perception check too. Keep an eye on the cat. You don't want to get a sneak attack on you.
You can do that if you want.
Sure. Okay, yeah, let me try to like look around for the cat.
Okay.
I can't see my roll.
22. Okay.
Wow, good.
Nice. Yeah, so before you like dive in on this guy in front of you, you do like a quick look around, and behind the two, like behind the cat and the bird guy, behind that fence, you can see just like the eyes and the ears of this other cat who's like lasered in right on you. So you see her behind those two now. And then you want to like dive onto the spear guy. Go ahead and roll an attack. Yeah. You can roll 2. Well, you don't have to do that if you don't want. You can go after the cat.
Moving in a position where that bird guy is closer to her.
You could go. You could do whatever you want. You don't have to attack anybody.
Yeah, I know.
It's up to you. What would your character do?
My character would go for the cat.
Go for the cat.
I'm going for the cat.
Okay. So
I just got stabbed in the back by an unknown thing. I quickly looked around, saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cat. Okay. So even though the spear guy charged you and he missed you, you are like kind of outraged that this cat thing like even touched you.
Yeah. Can I like launch myself off of the spear guy? I'm assuming he's close enough.
Oh hell yeah!
Can I like kick jump off of his shoulders or chest?
Hell yeah, you can.
To fly right towards this cat.
Yeah, roll me like an acrobatics check.
Yeah.
See if you jump off this dude.
I got pretty good acrobatics. 21.
Oh,
Wow.
holy shit, you jump off this guy. Okay, so you plant both your like talon feet into this guy, latching in as you do. Just kind of like insult to injury. Your talons, as they like pierce his flesh, they too turn this like jade green color. And there's this like green mist like coming out of his wound, almost like you took like a hot iron and shoved it in there, and you do a little bit of damage to him, and you like torpedo right at the cat, and the cat, even though it's been watching you this whole time, like you take it by surprise because you see its ears like whoop and its eyes like ah. Roll an attack on the cat.
That one.
No. Okay, so with like both your talons out, you like jump off this guy, go to skewer the cat, but you miss and fall short, and instead the cat that is engaged with the bird guy, both your talons, one rakes across his chest and the other does the same as you like crisscross wounds onto this like small wounded cat's chest. Roll damage.
Wait, so I hit the other cat?
You hit the other cat. So you fell short, missed your jump, and instead of hitting the cat behind the fence, you've hit like the other cat. Okay, 8 on the first one.
Six on the second.
Oof, boy. Okay, so the first claw, the cat lets out like a ah! And then the second claw, the cat goes silent, and he kind of like
oh no,
up against the wall. And the bird guy is like he's not sure what to think because you've just like relieved him of this cat thing, but he also still wants to kill you.
Yeah.
All right, so then it's back.
Yikes.
It's back to Obli.
So last you said to me was there's a guy trying to crawl away from me.
Yeah. So the sword and shield guy.
Whoever's crawling away from me, can I try to rip their heart out?
Yeah, you want to go rip his heart out?
I want to fucking rip his heart out.
Yeah. Do you want to say anything to this guy like before you rip his heart out? Like you want to just walk over to him and just like casually, coolly, like.
I just feel a rage deep within me. Ross is in the back of my mind. We're kind of like having a tea party in my mind, and we're just like, kill him.
Yeah.
And like sipping tea. And so I'm going to come up behind him, and I'm going to say, aren't you foul? And then I'm going to fucking stick my hand into his chest and rip it out, because fuck these bird people.
Okay. Just roll me an attack. With you can use plus your proficiency, so I think that's +2.
What would that roll be?
I think if you click on your proficiency, oh no. Do an unarmed strike.
Unarmed strike. Oh, I'm not even in my actions. 1 second.
Yeah.
Unarmed strike. Okay. So I hit the hit DC. Okay.
Yep.
15.
Okay. Let me use the bathroom before we do this. I just need to pee.
Yeah, I whisper into his ear. Wait, Zach's peeing.
Rob, I want to apologize. I am you now.
Oh my god.
No, yeah, you're hitting his teammate. You gotta
totally
say
fair. It's totally fair. But your teammate
I feel
stabbed
like
me. So
we need to like start communicating in some degree with each other.
Can't.
I feel like we
Why
can't
would
talk.
we're in the
you're-
middle of a fucking free for all. I'm fighting for my life, and
Rob,
you guys just showed up.
Killed another cat.
Huh?
You rolled a nat 1 and killed something.
I don't know how that happened.
Honestly, dude. I mean, maybe both of the cats were facing away from him. So
Yeah.
if like
You have to
maybe
take that up with the DM. I thought I was gonna fuck
Yeah.
myself over. Like
Yeah, I
fly
mean-
into a tree or something.
That's what that does.
I thought, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Instead of clawing the cat in front of you, I thought you would like do like roll damage for like a unarmed strike, and you're hitting it with your body or something.
Mm.
But I don't know. It's you're getting fucked up, so I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. So, this bird guy with the sword and shield is like backing up like from you. He fell, so he's like scurrying back. You like coolly and calmly walk over to him, stand over him, and in the back of your head you hear the drums like bum 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 bum, and Ross screaming, "Kill, maim, burn!" And you take your hand and just reach down into his chest, pull out his heart, and it turns to ice in your hand and shatters into 100 pieces. And the bird guy, like the little bits of life pumping in him, you like watch as his eyes just kind of like go dead, and he just like falls back.
Oh man!
You
My
execute
eyes-
him.
I'm fucking peeking right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh god.
Roll me a
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
We did this last time.
Make your
Nat
eyes-
20. Nat 20.
Oh
God.
boy.
I'm fucking high right now.
Okay.
Can't bring me down.
So you as you execute that guy, all that you see is what looks like a buffalo or some kind of wounded creature. There are arrows in its side, and you just gently slit its throat. You are no longer in control or on this battlefield. You're now experiencing memories that are not your own, and you're at peace. You're completely blissful. You're great. And meanwhile, on the battlefield, you are ripping this bird guy apart. You've taken his heart out, and now you're yanking at his arm, trying to pull it off.
Oh shit! I'm out of my fucking mind.
You literally are out of your mind. And
How's that mage feeling after he sees me rip one of his friend's hearts out?
oh, the mage took off, so he's flying away.
I want him to see that.
So White Claw, you're up.
I'm gonna shoot Robbie.
Okay.
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 22.
22. That will hit. Oh, White Claw, White Fang. And roll damage.
Oh my god.
4.
4 damage. Andrew,
I'm not doing good.
Andrew, roll a stealth check. 11. Okay. So you're enraged at what you think is Lightpaw's death, and you just quickly notch an arrow and loose it at the jade bird dude, and it strikes him through the feather. The arrow shatters into the stone gate or the stone fence as it like finds its mark. All right, the birds. So the
Very hot season.
yeah, really. Okay, so the sword and shield guy is a pulp. The spear guy was executed, and now his arm is being brandished as a weapon. The mage has flown away. The guy, the other sword and shield guy, was stabbed in the leg by Lightpaw. And he's going to get up and he's going to try to stab Gleen, even though you just saved him. Okay. So he turns over on his side after seeing that you've taken care of the cat that was attacking him, goes to stab you, and you like pull your wing in front of you as it like crystallizes into this like green jade stone, and the blade like bounces off your feathers.
Thank God.
Where are you at, Rob?
2.
Oh god. I literally rolled a 1 on damage. You would have been fucking done.
Shadowfoot, seeing that Lightpaw is dead, she is going to try to take off into the woods. Ooh. So she goes to turn, and Robbie, you can make a free attack against her.
Okay.
You can if you want. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can.
Yeah, I'm not in a good spot. I'm not going to try to get a free attack against her. I'm going to actually try to close or add some distance between me and anybody that's remaining.
Okay, so
I'm
you
going to try to like just fly backwards. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah. So you fly backwards, kind of like to the threshold of the door, to shield yourself from any like incoming arrows or anything like that.
Yeah. Or anything from behind.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then it is your turn.
My turn.
Yep.
So there's only one Birdman left, right?
There's only one bird guy left, and he's not gonna be like running at you.
Okay. So can I just like give a huge like shriek to try to like disrupt the moment and get everyone's attention? Just like one giant like
Yeah,
to try to
you definitely
partly
can.
out of frustration from like having murdered some of my childhood friends.
Yeah.
And then also just like seeing these random fucks come out of nowhere and also attack me and murder my childhood friends.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
Okay. Roll a roll
yeah,
performance.
All right. Not very charismatic.
Is this a spell or is this like a
Nat
just a
1.
thing? Oh no!
One. Okay, yeah. So you go to let
like
out
breaking into tears, I guess.
you go to like let out like a and instead your voice just like cracks and it becomes like a and it doesn't really reach anybody. That was like your minor action. What do you want to do as your major action?
All right. I really don't want to keep attacking.
You don't have to.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna yell. I'm gonna try to persuade the at least the like last bird to like stop and be like, hey, like just listen. Like, is this worth it? Stop. We were friends once, kind of thing.
Okay, yeah. Roll me a persuasion.
Rob, for your own sake, can you please move out of my line of sight?
Chill out, Andrew.
13. Okay. Yeah, so you say to the bird guy who's like on the ground, like this, like Gleen, you're Gleen. Groose is wrong. Like it was Gale's idea, and he you can see like he stops for a second and he's looking around and he's surveying the battlefield and he's looking to his left, seeing this what he thought was like an owlkin is making like trophies out of his friends. One of them is like a bloody like bone pulp. The other guy has been executed and now he's like making totems out of him. There's a cat up in the tree who's raining down fire on you guys. There's another dead cat behind him. And just that this hasn't gone as planned. And he looks at you and he says, next time we meet, I won't spare you. And he just turns around and starts flying away. And then it's Obli. And you are cresting the hill. The snow underneath your feet is deep. It's up to about your knees. and it's like crunching, kind of like the top is iced over. You're thinking about your mother, you're thinking about your children, and you can't wait to get home to them. Meanwhile, on the battlefield, you have liberated the flesh from the arms of this bird guy, and you are erecting a totem, like in his chest. And then the birds are flying away, and White Claw, you're up.
Oh shoot! Is the bird still up in the air?
Yeah.
The one that just left Robbie?
The
Yeah,
one
I'm
who's
gonna-
retreating. Well, so
I'll shoot the thing in the back, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
'Cause
So
I'm
my God.
assuming- I mean, Rob, I don't want to shoot you, but my character would shoot you.
yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
no, it does make sense.
And I don't want to outright kill you because damage-wise, I could do that.
Well,
Well-
do what your character would do.
Well, I also wouldn't want that bird to flee.
Okay, so roll a die. 50-50 it sounds like, for this decision. You want to kill both the birds.
Yeah, I want to kill both. Yeah.
Okay. One of them is running away. So that I think that would be the one that you would be shooting.
It was an 8, so
Okay.
This is,
So the bird who's kind of taking off, you notch an arrow and loose it, and a bug like flies into your eye, and the arrow goes wide. And
oh,
just
actually, that was in that one. Yeah.
yeah, and the arrow goes wide and misses the bird.
It kills the bug though.
You definitely, the bug you smush with your eye. So okay, the birds are gone. Shadowfoot is off in the woods. Groose is gone. So Gleen, from behind you, it's your turn now. From behind you, you can feel like a cold hand touch your shoulder. It's comforting, and you hear, "What are you guys? What are you doing?" And you look back, and it's the blue tusked creature that you encountered before, and he like steps out into the sort of courtyard. Not the courtyard, but he's in the perimeter of the fence, and puts his foot down and yells, "Stop!" as like big ice walls kind of like surround the building, and everything like kind of freezes for a second. And Obli, you snap back to reality as you don't hear you don't hear drums anymore. You're no longer trekking through like glaciers, and the fresh kill that you've got is gone, and you're just looking at this like gory bone tower that's constructed in front of you.
Jesus.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be pretty fucking difficult for us to be okay with this guy.
Yeah, so
I mean, you should be, because I interrupted these guys like gang attacking you, jumping you.
he saved your life.
Yeah, you did
Yeah.
save my life. You did, but then
I'm
you also
high.
did some crazy shit.
I'm high. I need some
Fucking,
more power.
the corpse totems maybe was a little uncalled for. but-
I didn't know I was doing that. I was out in a valley watching the sunset and slitting some boar's throat to feed my family. So don't judge me.
Yeah,
All right,
so
they're all frozen in time.
yeah, essentially everyone is frozen now. Fisher Keltath, in front of the house is like, "Stop! No more! The house is full. No one else is coming in here." And as he does that, he says, "Now lower your weapons. This fight's over. They've left. There's no need for anyone else to die. The house cannot hold anyone else. I swear. I swear to Amtos."
Okay.
Okay, everyone's just cool with that.
I thought it was Robbie
Good
answering.
job, Frozen.
Yeah, so
Are
you,
we-
Yeah.
Are we frozen
I
in
thought we
like
were
can't
frozen.
talk
Yeah.
or like time?
no, so you're like, it seems as though time has been frozen, but you're
Oh, okay.
you can
Fine.
talk, you
Okay.
can talk and stuff, but you're like your fingers and your toes and things feel like, you know, you've been out in the cold and you're like not as dexterous as you were before. So you basically like, you're not really going to be able to fight each other now.
I mean, this guy that just screamed this stuff out, I don't know who he is.
You don't know who he is at all, no. But
He pulled me out of. I'm like looking around now and noticing
roll
stuff.
roll me an insight check, Obli.
12.
Okay, you have like a familiarity with this figure. Like, you feel as though you might know this guy.
Okay.
Yep.
Can I just say that? Do I know you?
Fisher Keltath like looks up at you and looks up at like your handiwork and what you've done and says, no. I hope not. And then he like points up to the tree that you're in, White Claw. White Claw is not your name. Your name is
White Fang.
White Fang. And he says, get down from there. Get down from there, you. Come closer. Let me see what you are.
I don't know if I would do that. I don't know him.
Well, what do you want to do?
Literally, Robbie is still standing there, and he murdered my friend.
What do you want to do? You don't have to do what he says.
Notching my bow.
You want to try to notch your bow?
And that's what I would do, right?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
That looks like the other Birdman is still there.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. So you
were saying something about like frozen hands. So would this be like disadvantage then?
So you
or
try.
Like, is he gonna stop me? Like
you try to pull.
I don't like murder Rob, but
who do you want to try to shoot Robbie?
He's the only bird left.
Okay, go ahead. Roll me an attack roll.
I'm a bird.
That's true.
Yeah, but
Not right now.
I don't. You look the same as
I
the
think
people who just murdered you murdered my friend.
Yeah.
I think no one wants to fuck with you right now, Nick.
Yeah,
like
Nick doesn't look like a bird. Nick is just
I don't
doing
know
his
what
own
I
thing.
look
Nick
like.
Nick is
What
his
were you-
feathers
what
are
were
growing
you
back.
saying about, I don't want to murder Robbie, so I need
Roll
something.
roll the attack.
Roll the attack. This isn't you. This is him.
He won't let me die.
24.
Yeah. So the arrow. So you pull the arrow out, and it kind of fumbles in your hand. You draw it back, and you like line up the shot with Gleen's head. You loose the arrow, and it drops at the stone. Like it just stops in front of like the stone kind of fence of the house. It just stops, and like vines reach up and grab it and snap it in half and like pull it down into the dirt, into the grass. And Fisher Keltath like looks at it and says, "Okay, we've all had enough now. That's enough fighting. I will either put you down if I have to, or you can leave, I guess."
I guess I'll use my feline agility to run over to my comrade's body and then try to scoop it up and leave.
Okay, roll acrobatics.
Acrobatics or okay.
Because you're gonna jump off the tree, right?
17.
Okay, roll one more.
9.
Okay, so the cold in your limbs has made you like numb in your extremities. You jump off the tree, and instead of landing, you actually just like hit the ground, and you fall. And Fisher Keltath is like standing at the Azath house, and he's like kind of giggling at you, and he's like, "You can come, just get your friend. You can have him. We don't want him."
Well, I fell, so I assume my movement's done now.
No, so you can freely move.
Okay, I'll grab my comrade's body and
Okay.
run off the woods.
So you get up, and as you go to pick him up, there are like little vines and stuff running over his body, and he's being like pulled down into the grass. You make a strength check to see if you can pull him like from the grass.
7.
So you like go to yank him up from the grass, and he is not moving at all.
Can I like slash the vines?
The vines, you can try. You want to like try to work your knife like under the vines and get him?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Roll.
I already used my attack, yeah.
What's
So
that?
I can't. I already used my attack, right? So
Well, it's not like combat right now. You can.
what would I roll?
That's a good question. Roll a medicine, because you don't want to cut him with your knife, and you're doing like a kind of like almost a delicate procedure.
9.
Okay. So yeah, you try to like get your knife under the vines, but they're pretty tight to his skin, and you're nicking him a little bit, nothing like serious. But your knife, you get what?
Oh, you said nicking.
Oh, your knife, you get under the vines, and you like turn it and try to like saw the vines, but your knife is not able to pierce the vines. And from like behind you, the Fisher Keltath puts his hand on his shoulder and says, "He's gone. You have to leave him."
No. I don't leave my. That's my character. He doesn't leave his comrades behind.
That's great.
That's great.
Sorry, Zach.
So like
I'll hold on to my comrade and try to pull him out as long as I can.
Okay. So Fisher Keltath sees you like still trying to saw at the vines to like liberate Whitepaw, and he just bear hugs you from behind and like picks you up. You're pretty light. You're also like much smaller than him. So he like picks you up like a foot into the air, and he drags you kicking and screaming into the Azath house. And he says to Gleen, like, "You've already been in, you might as well come in." And then he looks over at Obli and he says, "You're a freak. You're probably supposed to be here. Like, come on in."
Thank you, sir.
Damn it! I wish I could save my.
I'm covered in blood. I have these half-grown feathers coming out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have this totem of dead guy next to me, and I'm just like, "Oh, thank you, sir."
Yeah, you're an absolute freak, definitely. So inside the Azath house, you feel like there's like the warmth of the fire. There's like the weapons wall. There's like a skeleton of some like large creature in the corner. And then from one of the rooms of the Azath house, you see this like tall, like pale, multi-jointed creature come towards you and says, "More guests." And Fisher Keltath, still holding White Fang, says, "Yeah, they just keep coming."
Well, my way out.
Do you want to roll? Do you want to
sweat hard enough that I can?
Do you want to try
slither
to?
out?
Do you want to try to wiggle your way out?
Yeah.
Okay, roll. You can either do athletics, acrobatics, or dexterity saving throw.
I'm going to acrobatics.
Okay.
24.
Okay, yeah. So you managed to get your feet underneath you somehow, like against his chest, and like kick off. And he's just kind of like done with this whole thing, and he just lets you go.
Where was his head in comparison to mine before I slipped out?
Your head would be like, so the top of your head would be like at his jaw here. So you're like, your head would be like right around here.
As I'm slipping out, I go over to one of his ears and I go, meow.
Yeah, he definitely just lets you go. And he's kind of like disgusted, like, ugh.
Aren't you a lizard?
The shark. No, he's a cat.
I'm a cat.
No, what?
Oh.
Yeah.
He's like,
sorry.
oh, the shards are such gross creatures.
You are a cat. My bad.
And he just lets you go and says, well, if you want to be on your way, then the door's right there. And he looks over at Obli and Gleen, and looking at Gleen, he's like, hey, you're kind of fucked up. Like you're a little worse for wear.
And I just say, yeah, he is.
I'm just like kneeling on the floor. Like I'm not doing so hot.
He walks over to you and he lays on hands you, and you're healed back to full. And while he's doing that, he's like sniffing the air, like, and his nose like points him to Obli, and he's like, he gets like right up in your face and he starts sniffing you, like his tusks are like kind of scratching into you, and he's like, and he says to you, what are you?
Excuse me, you're too close, sir. What?
I said, what are you?
I'm an owl. Duh.
That, right. And I'm a Kachain Chamala. Right.
I've been having a pretty good day. I don't need your attitude.
I don't know if I would say that if I was you.
Do you have a bathroom? I gotta clean all this blood off me.
Yeah. He just like points to the corner of the room, and there's like a bowl of water or something there, and you can do
I'm
that.
just gonna point at him, and I'm gonna be like, I like you, and I'm gonna walk upstairs.
He is like big time eyeing you down, like, what the fuck, like,
in like a curious way or like fuck you type way?
Curious. He's like, what the hell is going on here? The like tall white like multi-limbed creature or multi-jointed creature from the other side of the room says, welcome, newcomers. You must be chosen by the Azath house. I see some of their own volition and some not so much. And he's like looking at you, White Fang. And he says, if you can cross the stone barrier to the Azath house, then that means you have been chosen for a great journey. You are all chosen by the Azath. And he's like looking over at Obli and kind of like looking a little like confused.
I look at him, I'm like, he was dragged in here. How many people get dragged in here?
Do you want to say that, or do you want to just think that?
He can read your mind, Nick.
I'm just gonna think that, cause like, there's a lot of blood. I'm probably just want to clean up.
Okay.
And my high's wearing down, and like I'm starting to be like, oh.
Yeah.
Nick's like a fucking sparrow in a bird bath, just like ruffling his feathers, but it's all deep red crimson water.
I'm like smiling while I do it. I'm like, oh, this is so nice.
Yeah, as you're like flurling out your feathers, like the blood is kind of spraying everywhere, and it's dripping in between like the tiling on the ground and just like vanishing in between the tiling, as if like it's being sucked into the ground.
Interesting.
Yeah. The like white, tall, multi-jointed creature is like, you've all been chosen for the same purpose. You must now work together to see that purpose through. Genabacchus needs you. If you had not been chosen, you would have all simply killed each other outside. And he's like looking at...
Since we're chosen, can I just be like, oh, I'm Obli. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I spit on the ground.
Okay.
Gets absorbed.
I spit on the ground of Nick's feet.
Uh-huh.
Because I have no fucking idea who he is. And why he wants to be so buddy-buddy when my fucking friends got murdered outside.
As soon as he spits.
Try to track down my ally.
I just tilt my head down and just kind of like... Just try to, like I'm slowly moving to intimidation mode.
Yeah, the spit just gets absorbed into the ground, too. Gleen, do you want to say anything?
I'll say I'm just happy to be here.
What's your name? Are you going to tell us your name?
I'm real happy
Either
to
of
be
you?
here.
I introduced myself as Obli. You guys are just
happy
ignoring
hour
me.
now. Yeah, I guess I'll say, like, who are both of you? Why are you here? Like, why did you help me? I'm looking at Nick when I say why do you help me, and I'm not looking at Andrew when I say why did you help me.
I've already run out the house.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll pause on you running out the house for right now.
Okay, I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna be very minimal with my information. Just be like, do I know that some of his people killed my, like, what's his race of his people? I forget what it's like, Aarakocra?
Yeah. So they're all like...
It's the same as the other people.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, I'm just gonna
I guess I could say
Aarakocra killed my family.
Yeah, but Robbie, like, he's not wearing anything that would lend him to like one clan or another, so he just looks like an Aarakocra. Nothing like nothing too distinct on him.
Okay. But yeah, that's what I say, and I say you were outnumbered, so I helped you.
So I guess I'll just say, like, I've never seen an owl folk quite like you. I appreciate the help.
Yeah,
There's
no
a little
problem.
bit of like there's a little bit of definitely an undertone to me saying that because of my upbringing, but I am genuine in my appreciation.
Yeah, or you're at least trying your best to be genuine.
Yeah, exactly.
So as you guys are talking, White Fang is making his way for the door. White Fang, as you open the door, it makes several clicks, like...
Oh, fudge.
And you open the door, and the forest that was once there is gone, and you're now instead in what looks to be like some kind of like tunnel or like corridor, and it's lit by these blue fire lamps, and standing at the end of the tunnel is like a emaciated looking man with like glowing yellow eyes, and he's carrying this gray metal ball with like a flaming top. And Justice, you can hear, or the multi-jointed tall white creature, you can hear is, it seems you must all be off now. Adventure awaits.
Are we getting pushed out of the house we just got invited
Yeah,
to?
so Fisher Keltath and Justice start pushing you guys out of the house.
Because Andrew opened the door.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm like, okay, thanks for having me, and I start heading out.
Fisher Keltath grabs like another spear off the wall and he hands it to Gleen. He says, "Here you go. I guess that first one. Sorry about that."
Yeah, it really helped me out.
So as you all enter the Azath house, the light and the like warmth from the fire behind you goes out, and the house is silent. And the only thing that you hear now is the breathing from this character down the hallway with his like, it's like a metal. It's definitely metal because light's like reflecting off it, the blue light, and it's got like a smoldering top. Within this hallway, the like corners of this hallway, it's just like a straight shot, are lined with these like copper pipes that are making this like sound. So all you hear is like the breathing of this creature, the like smoldering of the fire in his like whatever this thing, this like urn looking thing is, and then like the whooshing of these pipes. And he looks at Whiteclaw, sees you there, and he starts running the opposite direction. He takes off.
Oh shit.
What do you guys want to do?
I don't trust either of these two.
I'm just walking slowly with Robbie. I mean, with Gleen.
Do you want to try? What do you want to do? What do you want to do, Whiteclaw, White Fang?
I'm in like some hallway thing.
Yeah, and the end of the hallway is the Azath house.
Is it? Can I try to enter it back?
Yeah.
Like I got pushed out of the house.
Yeah.
Or...
Well, you exited the house of your own volition, and then Obli and Gleen got pushed out of the house.
Oh, okay.
So you want to try to go back in?
That when I opened the door and saw this other world, I probably would have backed up in the house. But
well, you all have been pushed out now, definitely. So you want to try to go back in the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
My only goal is I need to find
your friends. Yeah.
Because she ran off.
Yeah, definitely. So you're like and turn around and go back to the door of the Azath house, and you open like the creaky wooden door, and it's just pitch black in the building. There's no fire. There's nothing in there. It's like a decrepit. I think there's like a broken stool, probably a table missing a leg, some shattered pottery. There's nothing there.
Nothing I can't rummage around it, see what's up.
Yeah,
I'm confused at this point.
Yeah, you could rummage around. Do you want to roll me like a perception check?
Yeah. I'll do that.
Do me and Robbie, can we do anything?
Yeah, what do you guys want to do while he's doing that?
14.
Okay. Obli, what do you want to do?
I'm just gonna be like, what are you looking for?
To me?
No, to Andrew. We're walking right behind him, and he's like going apeshit in the room. So, I mean, you're looking around, not apeshit. Sorry, that's not clear.
I would probably just ignore you. I don't trust either of you. So I'm not the type that's...
I mean, I haven't done anything to you. I mean, you don't have to trust me to answer a question.
All I care about is my ally was murdered, and my other one ran off.
Is this you saying that?
To me right
now. Okay, I mean, then I just asked Gleen, like, hey, what's up?
So Andrew's trying to like reopen the door, and it's not working, right?
Well, so, I opened it. It's just like an empty building. I'm confused in the sense like this was just lively in here.
Yeah.
Like,
all right. So I'm just gonna say like, I'm gonna turn to Obli. I'm like, looks like we've only really got one way to go, everybody. So I'm not one to stand waiting around. So anyone wants to go down the tunnel, let's go.
So
let's go. I'm all for it.
Your perception check. So you search around the building. There's like shattered pottery in here from you're not sure where. The make is strange. everything is covered in dust. You kind of like leaf through the fireplace, and the coals at the bottom of the fireplace are still warm, and there's like a small, like like a strand of smoke coming out of them. But for all intents and purposes, the building, there's nothing really of value here, and anything that could be is covered in dust and rotted and old. There's a lot more spiders than anything else.
Okay. I think I'd wait for them both to leave and then kind of track behind them, like stealth, like be sneaky.
Okay, yeah.
Don't, because I don't know where I'm at. And
Yeah.
they're the only familiar faces, but I don't trust either of them. So
Yeah, definitely.
just kind of keep an
Can
eye.
I do an investigation check?
Yeah, what would you like to investigate?
Just the room and like see what other exits are available.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
21.
Nice. Okay, so the house has only
And-
one. Go ahead.
With my investigation check being so high, do I just see Andrew just being like, just like hiding in the
So you see him rummaging like through the fireplace. You're doing this as he's like going through the house. The house is 4 walls, 1 entrance. There's 2 windows on each side. The 2 windows that go into the side of the tunnel, it's just earth. Like they're a window to just dirt. Almost like the house was like copy and pasted into this section of the tunnel.
So there's only the door that we came through?
Yep. That you just
Okay, then
exited
I'll
through.
I will go back to the door and try to open it.
Yeah, yep. So the door's still open. It's just back out.
That's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
If you follow me, that's where I went.
Gleen, what do you want to do? No one's really
I thought I just said I wanted to start going down the hallway after the thing that ran away.
Okay, yeah. So
I said I'm not gonna wait around for anybody. I'm just gonna, if anyone wants to follow me, we'll go. And then
I'm
I'll
gonna
also I'll also casually say, try not to stab me in the back, cat.
I brandished my blade in the dark.
So after
I'll start walking down the hallway.
so
Fair walk.
after you start walking down the hallway, it's lit by these blue torches, and after about 10 minutes of walking through this hallway, from in front of you, you feel this like rush of hot air as you hear like a as this air like buffets your face, and it's like really hot. And Obli, you are especially uncomfortable with this hot air. And then in front of you, you see this like great yellow plume as the gas lamps are on the sides of the tunnel go out, and you can see what looks like pale white light shining into a section of the tunnel. What do you want to do?
I mean, I just head out of, so we're in this room and there's a white light above us now?
So like far off in the tunnel, this like
Oh,
yellow.
I want to head towards it.
You want to go investigate?
Yeah, we can't go back. We can only go forward. That's what I say.
True.
That's what I say a lot.
Yes.
I say it really chippery too. Like, oh yeah, we gotta go this way. There's nowhere else to go.
The lunatic says this.
The
Yeah.
The bloodthirsty lunatic.
So, Obli, you like kind of go off skipping and leave White Fang and Gleen like in your dust, and you reach the site of the plume, and the like tiling and pavement that makes up the tunnel is scorched black. Whatever happened here was like an explosion. The pipes leading the pipes on like the sides of the room have like burst, and they like are scattered around this explosion site like shrapnel. Looking up, you can see it's a full moon, and what looks to be like buildings with like shutters and doors and stuff. As you climb up out of the hole, you see now that you're in a city. There's like walls behind you. You're in an alleyway, and in front of you are several more like emaciated figures, and they are feasting on what looks like hobgoblins, goblins.
Okay, I see that, but I'm gonna yell down in the hole and be like, "Hey, I found the exit!" and then I'm just gonna say that because they don't see this yet. So I'm just gonna I'm fine. I'm just fine with this. I'm just gonna watch them. Do they see me?
So, you yelling that back into the tunnel, they stop doing what they're doing and they turn like real slow to you, and you can see their eyes are like glowing yellow, and they are like their skin and bones. And they see you and they start like walking towards you.
Okay, so I have this hunger for power deep within me, and I feel like once they stop what they're doing and they come towards me, I feel like I tilt my head down and my eyes narrow.
Okay.
As they approach me.
Okay.
Like you could just see a change of attitude, just like, and then they're coming towards me. So that's where is this like can I use a perception check to figure out like what they're about?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to perceive about them?
Are they coming to fuck me up?
Do you want to vibe check them?
Vibe check. Yeah. What's a vibe check?
Perception. Making a perception check to check their vibes.
Okay.
My vibe sensor is going on.
Oh, I rolled a nat 1.
They seem like really friendly.
Hey guys, what's up?
Dude, they seem really
Some
friendly.
of my other friends are coming right now.
Okay. So Gleen, as you crest the hill, the rupture, you see two like emaciated figures. One of them has like a finger in his mouth. They're charging at Obli on all fours, and their eyes are like glowing yellow. What do you want to do?
All right, can I fly over to Obli and try to tackle him out of the way?
Yes, you can.
And yell, "You fucking idiot! Get out of the way!"
Yeah. So roll me an acrobatics check.
Yeah.
Actually, make it like athletics probably, since you're like flying. That'd be essentially like running for you.
17.
Okay, yeah. So you like hop into the air and start beating your wings as quick as you can, and you like kind of wrap Obli up and like toss him behind you into like the wall of the alleyway as the two like skeletal figures like whiz by you with like frothing mouths. They turn on all fours and they're charging back at you guys. White Fang, where are you in this?
I can see this going on. And are any of them going after Robbie?
Obli and Gleen, they're like together now and they're charging at both of them. I'm
gonna take a shot at them, and while that happens, I'm gonna say that bird's mine.
Okay. Yeah, you want to try to shoot one of them?
Rob, this is the only way I can think of us ever being friendly right now. All right.
Trying to kill me?
I'm not taking a shot at you. I'm
you.
saying that you're my prey. They can't have you.
Oh, okay.
That is very cat-like, I feel like.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good compromise. All right, so roll me an attack.
22.
22. Okay, yeah. So you hop out of the hole with like cat-like dexterity, and like while you're in the air, you take out an arrow and loose it, and it goes right through the skull of one of the cannibals and kind of sends him like tumbling on the street. The other cannibal sees this, veers off, and starts eating his companion right there.
God.
Oh my god.
Okay. We're in cannibal territory, boys.
From down the street, there's like a firelight coming out of one of the buildings, and there's a large fat hobgoblin standing there in like extravagant robes, and he calls out to you and he says, "Come quickly, Crupper has shelter for you."
I yell at those two and say, "Stop fooling around on the ground. Let's get out of here."
So as you guys like head over to the inn, it's an inn called the Red Dragon Inn. And inside there's a large fish guy trying to sell potions to the beer maid, and in the corner there's a small elf boy who's in the fetal position, rocking himself. Small gnome boy in the corner, rocking himself back and forth, and Kruppa, the like hobgoblin who ushered you in, says, "Ah, welcome. Kruppa sees there are many visitors tonight. Truly, this must be a sign of fate." And then that's where it ends, right there.
While we're running into the inn, can I be like, "Wow, those guys were so rude. Thanks."
Yeah. I think Kruppa would say something like, "Yes, very bad fellows indeed. Kruppa."
Was there like more of the zombie dudes outside, like chasing us towards the house, or no?
No, they're just those two.
Damn it.